Okay, sure. Yeah, thanks. Tulasi madam, what do you understand by learning outcome? Tulasi madam?
Hello, madam. I didn't attend the last session, but
Oh,
previous session we discussed that
huh, huh.
what the teacher should teach after the last the sorry what teacher teaches in the last at the last the people will understand and they will reflect the teacher's lesson. Is
Okay,
the
learning
learning
outcome.
outcome.
Learning outcome. Okay. Okay, I'm sure. Thank you. And Nagratama madam, you were present, no? What do you understand by learning outcome?
Madam,
Yes.
in the academic year, ಇದು ಒಂದು ವರ್ಷದಲ್ಲಿ ತಯಾರಿಸಿ ಮಾಡಿರ್ತಕ್ಕಂತ ಪಠ್ಯ ವಿಭಜನೆ ಇರ್ತಲ್ಲ ಮೇಡಮ್.
Okay. Huh.
ಅದರಿಂದ ನಾವು ಕಲಿಸಿದ್ದನ್ನ ರಿಪ್ಲೈ ಮಾಡ್ತಕ್ಕಂಥದ್ದೇ ಕಲಿಕಾ ಫಲ ಅಂತ ನಾನು ಅನ್ಕೊಂತೀನಿ.
Okay. So whatever could you please
ಅಂಡರ್ಸ್ಟ್ಯಾಂಡ್ ಸ್ಟೂಡೆಂಟ್
huh.
ಒಂದು ವಾರ್ಷಿಕ ಇನ್ ದ ಅಕಾಡೆಮಿಕ್
Say
ಇಯರ್.
it in Kannada. Say it in Kannada. Yes.
ಓಕೆ. ಒಂದು ವರ್ಷದ ಶೈಕ್ಷಣಿಕ ವರ್ಷದ ಅವಧಿಯಲ್ಲಿ ತಯಾರಿಸಿದಂತ ಪಠ್ಯ ವಿಭಜನೆಯಿಂದ ಏನು ನಾವು ಕಲಿಸಿದ್ದನ್ನ ಒಳ್ಳೆ ರಿಪ್ಲೈ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರಲ್ಲ ಮೇಡಮ್, ಅದನ್ನ ಕಲಿಕಾ ಫಲ ಅಂತ ನಾನು ಅನ್ಕೊಂತೀನಿ.
Okay, sure. Thanks. Thank you so much for this reflection. So let's start. I'll just quickly recap what we learned in last two sessions. Then I'll go to today's session. Okay. So yeah, what are the most important things that a student? Is my screen visible, by the way? Are you looking at my screen?
Yeah, it is visible.
Okay, sure. Thanks. Yeah, so which is the most important thing that a student should know by the end of that class? So that is learning outcome. So if it is in first standard, which is the most important thing the student should know in maths?
Single digit numbers.
Yes, identification of single digit number, right?
Digit numbers. Yeah.
So that is a learning outcome in maths for child. Okay. So what do you think is the most important thing a child should know in English? Any of you?
Letters and sounds, madam.
Letters and sounds. Okay, thanks, Tulsi madam. So letters and sound. So that is one of the learning outcome. Correct. So how about in Kannada? Nagratama madam, what is the yeah?
Yes madam.
What is the
LSRW skills madam. LSRW skills.
No, LSRW are like, see, if you say LSRW, ಮಾತನಾಡುವುದು, ಬರೆಯುವುದು, ಓದುವುದು, ಮತ್ತು ಆಲಿಸುವುದು. So these are just 4 skills, right? 4 skills are, this is very vast.
Yes madam. And identification the letters.
Letter identification in Kannada is a learning outcome, is it?
Madam.
Okay, so I will suggest you all one thing. I have shared the learning outcome of DSCRT document. Okay, your DSCRT is, what's the full form of DSCRT? Rashika sir should help me out. Krishna sir, come and tell me the full form of DSCRT. Yes.
Directorate of State Education Research and Training.
Thank you so much, Krishna sir. Yeah. Whatever syllabus you get. What's the Kannada version, sir? What's the Kannada version, sir?
ತರಬೇತಿ ಮತ್ತು ಸಂಶೋಧನಾ ಸಂಸ್ಥೆ.
Okay, thanks. So whatever syllabus textbooks you're getting, it is all decided by this DSCRT. Okay. Above that, there is NCRT, National Council for Educational Research and Training. So both of this, they give us a learning outcomes. So this learning outcomes are specific to age of child and its psychological development. You know this child development. No? See, what first standard child should learn is different from what 10th standard child should know, right? How is this decided? How do you think the learning outcomes get decided? Any of you? How are these learning outcomes get decided?
On the
According
basis
to
of the
Based on the
ಮೈಂಡ್
levels.
ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಮಾನಸಿಕ ಬೆಳವಣಿಗೆ ಮತ್ತು ಬೌದ್ಧಿಕ ಬೆಳವಣಿಗೆ ಆಧಾರದ ಮೇಲೆ ಲರ್ನಿಂಗ್ ಔಟ್ಕಮ್ ಅನ್ನ ಇನ್ಕ್ರೀಸ್ ಮಾಡಿರ್ತಾರ ಮೇಡಮ್. ಬಟ್ ಒನ್ ಕ್ಲಾಸ್ ಟು ಅನದರ್ ಕ್ಲಾಸ್ ಯು ವಿಲ್ ಲಿಂಕ್
Yes.
ಲರ್ನಿಂಗ್ ಔಟ್ಕಮ್ಸ್ ಸೇಮ್
Exactly.
ಇರ್ತಾವ ಮೇಡಮ್. ಒಂದನೇ ಕ್ಲಾಸಿಗೆ ಕಲ್ತಿದ್ದನ್ನೇ ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಮತ್ತೆ ಸಾಮರ್ಥ್ಯವನ್ನ ಇನ್ಕ್ರೀಸ್ ಮಾಡಿ 2ನೇ ಕ್ಲಾಸಿಗೆ ಇರುತ್ತೆ ಮೇಡಮ್. ಕಲ್ತಿರ್ತಕ್ಕಂತ ಏನದು ಕಲಿಕೆಗೆ ಅನುಗುಣವಾಗಿ ಅಂದ್ರ ಆ ಮಗು ಕಲ್ತಿರುವಂತಹ ಶಬ್ದಗಳು ಇರ್ಬೋದು ಅಥವಾ ಗಣಿತದ ಸಂಖ್ಯೆಗಳು ಇರ್ಬೋದು, ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಸಂಬಂಧಪಟ್ಟಿದ್ದೆ 2ನೇ ಕ್ಲಾಸಾಗ ಲಿಂಕ್ ಇರುತ್ತೆ ಮೇಡಮ್.
Okay, so it will be linked, and also it will the learning outcomes are spiral, right? So it will be taken to next level.
ಯಾ ಮ್ಯಾಮ್.
Right, so if it is in maths, if it is
ಕನ್ನಡ ಎಕ್ಸಾಂಪಲ್ ಹೇಳೋದಾದ್ರೆ ಕನ್ನಡದಲ್ಲಿ ಶಬ್ದಗಳು ಮತ್ತು ಪ್ರಾಸ ಪದಗಳು ಹೇಳೋದನ್ನ ಇತ್ತು ಅಂದ್ರೆ 2ನೇ ಕ್ಲಾಸ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಅದನ್ನ ನಾವು ಇನ್ಕ್ರೀಸ್ ಮಾಡಿ ವಾಕ್ಯ ರಚನೆ ಮಾಡೋದು, ಸ್ಮಾಲ್ ಸ್ಟೋರಿಗಳು ಹೇಳೋದು, ಈ ತರ ಇರುತ್ತೆ ಮೇಡಮ್. ಈಗ 1ನೇ ಕ್ಲಾಸ್ ಗಣಿತದಲ್ಲಿ ಸಿಂಗಲ್ ಡಿಜಿಟ್ ನಂಬರ್ ಅವನು ಗುರುತಿಸಿ ಸಿಂಗಲ್ ಡಿಜಿಟ್ ನಂಬರ್ ಆಗ ಕೂಡೋದು ಕಳೆದು ಕಲ್ತ ಅಂದ್ರೆ 2ನೇ ಕ್ಲಾಸ್ನಾಗ ಡಬಲ್ ಡಿಜಿಟ್ ಇರುತ್ತೆ ಮೇಡಮ್.
Okay, so it is going to become complex based on his mental and physical development, right? Bauddhika samarthada anuguna. Okay. Okay, Rashekar sir, you were telling something. Thanks, Jaya ma'am. Rashekar sir, if you are finding it uncomfortable, you can type, sir. I'll read it out for others.
nothing. You asked the expansion of this acronym DSCRT, no?
Okay, sir. You said it. Okay, sir. Thanks.
Okay, fine. That's I wanted to say. Expansion of the acronym.
Okay, sir.
I think you might have got the answer.
Yes, sir. Krishna sir said it, sir. Yes.
Fine, that's fine. It's okay then. It's okay.
So thanks. Okay, so someone else was also trying to speak when I asked you about how learning outcomes are decided. Anyone have some other idea other than what Jaima ma'am shared?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes,
Students,
yes.
yes.
Yes, ma'am.
When-
Please continue.
When they show the after learning a content, they show the behavior, ma'am.
Yes, Okay. So the change in the behavior of a student
Yes, ma'am.
is what learning outcome is. That's what you're defining, is it? So, Anna ma'am, did you mean that?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, sure. So whatever behavioral changes happen after the learning can also be considered as learning outcome. Okay, that is also valid point. Thank you so much for that. So I request you all to go through this DSCRT learning outcomes, okay? Because what we think is whatever given in the textbook is what is expected by students, right? If we complete the chapter, that is sufficient for our children. So if we complete that, everything will be achieved, or one chapter is specific for particular learning outcome. So do you think so?
No, ma'am, it is not like that. Chapter is only a medium,
Okay.
one of the medium through which we can assess that learning outcomes, or we can expect the learning outcomes.
So how do you decide which learning outcome has to be gained by this student at this level? How do you know, ma'am? How do you decide it?
No, learning outcomes are already, they will no, what I was telling is related to the chapter. If we have finished the one chapter, this learning has finished, no? To that topic I was telling you, the chapter is
great.
only the medium.
Yes,
Yeah.
that's a very valid point you're making.
What is one way? We can organize other activities, or we can conduct other things also to achieve the given learning outcomes.
Yes, ma'am, correct.
What I was meant to say.
Your point is valid. It is not just the content, completing the content, learning outcome will be achieved, but there are other ways also we can achieve learning outcome. Ma'am, your point is valid, taken. But my question is, we are speaking about learning outcome which are age specific and grade specific, right? So what are your references for this learning outcome? currently, what are you referring to get this learning outcomes for grade 1?
As earlier madam said, no, the what ಭೌತಿಕ ಮತ್ತು ಮಾನಸಿಕ ಡೆವಲಪ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಒಂದು ವಯೋಮಾನವನ್ನ ನೋಡಿ ನಾವು ಲರ್ನಿಂಗ್ ಔಟ್ಕಮ್ಸ್ ನ ಡಿಸೈಡ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಹೋಗ್ತೀವಿ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ಬಿಟ್ಟು. And they should have the surrounding knowledge. First we'll focus on the surrounding knowledge of the students, the basic things. Later on, as we are going for the higher classes, the expansion or extended of those things will be carried out. For
Yes, ma'am.
example, on that basis, if you are coming for the 11 basic things, we'll focus on basic things. As a learning, we will plan that the child should have the basic knowledge of these things for the 11. The extend area of those basic things will go for second level learning
Okay.
outcome.
Okay.
Again, second.
Yeah,
First, for
I got your
example, for
point, ma'am.
mathematics.
Hmm.
For mathematics, first we'll go for single digit number. Later on, 2 digits, 3 digits. Again, coming to 4th standard, the child will learn the things as a whole. Again,
Yes.
the extended form is fractions, decimals. Likewise, we will extend the things, ma'am. We'll go deeper.
Ma'am. Sure, but my question is, this is correct. Whatever you're doing is great. But my question is, like, how do you decide this child has to learn single digits addition? Based on
Yeah,
what do you decide that? You said
yeah,
based on their psychological level. So, but accepted that is based on psychological level. But where do you get this standard set of criterias? Do you have a document
based
which
on
explains
daily
that?
usage, no, ma'am. Daily usage. The daily knowledge he want, daily life knowledge he need to apply in his life.
Okay. Okay. Any other thoughts on
Yeah,
this?
based on those things we will decide.
Yes, sure, ma'am. That was Tulsi madam which was speaking, or Sahira madam? I missed. It was Sahira madam.
Sahira, ma'am.
Okay, ma'am. Thanks. Sorry, I got confused. Sure, ma'am. Thanks. So based on daily knowledge, you will decide. Okay. So any other
Yeah, yeah.
thoughts on this?
Apply. A child need to apply it. Based on these things, we will decide or we will frame the things.
Okay, sure. So based on child's level of application to its daily life, you are deciding the learning outcomes. Okay, that's fine. So it should be like, see,
It might be. Just I'm giving my point of view, ma'am. That's all.
no, ma'am, that's correct. Whatever you're giving your point is valid. But the same way I can also think, so this child requires, see, if a child is selling vegetables, the learning outcome which is required for that child is different. Then if that
Yeah,
child is a person who is the child, if he is engaged in a business which requires a lot of speaking. See, I've visited a place where most of the students, they work in the morning, they sell vegetables. So the requirement for that child is it has to know addition, subtraction, right? So in your context it can be different, but in my context it is different. So in Nagarjuna madam context it can be different. So there should be a generalized learning outcome set, right? So whoever, if a child is studying under you and a child is studying under Jaima ma'am, so they should have some common criteria, standards for that particular grades, right? Do you all agree with this? A grade or learning outcome that has to be achieved which are common across state, across country.
Yeah. It should be a common.
Yes, so that's where I was coming. So to make this common, our this national curriculum, National Council for Education, Research and Training. So it has come up with the NCERT. It has come up with a learning outcome which is common for a child all over India. So if a child is studying NCERT curriculum, if it no matter if it's in Karnataka or Kashmir, first standard child should have a prescribed set of learning outcomes and it has to achieve it before it goes to standard second. In the same way, our DSCERT, like, see, these are the learning outcomes which are given by NCERT, which is at the national level. So our DSCERT has taken it and it has contextualized to Karnataka and it has come up with its own learning outcomes. ಸೊ ಕರ್ನಾಟಕದಲ್ಲಿ ಕಲಿಯುವ ಮಗುವಿಗೆ ಅದು ಯಾವುದೇ ತರಗತಿಯಲ್ಲಿ ಆದ್ರೂ ಸಹ ಮಂಗಳೂರಲ್ಲಿ ಕಲಿಯುವ ಮಗು, ಕೊಪ್ಪಳದಲ್ಲಿ ಕಲಿಯುವ ಮಗುವಿಗೂ ಕೂಡ ಯಾವ ಮಟ್ಟದ ಕಲಿಕೆ ಆಗಬೇಕು. ಸೊ ವಾಟ್ ಲೆವೆಲ್ ಆಫ್ ಲರ್ನಿಂಗ್ ಶುಡ್ ಬಿ ಅಚೀವ್ಡ್ and what exactly has to be learned by this child at this age and at this grade, no matter wherever it is in Karnataka. This is being specified by DSCRT. That's why I urge you to go through that document which I shared. It has a learning outcome which has to be achieved by the student in Karnataka at that specific to its grade. So if you're telling about, because I want you all to understand that first. Whatever content is given in your curriculum, it's not the end. See, if you take a chapter, one chapter in English, from that chapter you can teach tenses, you can teach nouns, you can teach pronouns, you can teach opposites, but you can teach a hell lot of things in that language extent, taking just a particular lesson. Not required the objective which is mentioned in your textbook in that lesson. So the same lesson can be transacted and can be used to achieve like 34 learning outcomes or all the learning outcomes mentioned by the DSCRT. But first we should know which are the learning outcomes, right? So I want you all to know the learning outcomes for all the subjects which you're handling, because it is extremely important in the times of COVID-19, because the children, they will be okay. Now I want the answer from your end. Why is it most important in the times now, in the current times, in this year? Why do you think it is most important that you know the learning outcomes? This is open for a discussion. What is your idea? Why in this moment it is of utmost important that we all should know the learning outcomes?
Madam, if we know the learning outcomes before, we can create the correct activity, suitable activity for the learning outcomes, and the school will start in August. In that time, the 2 lessons or 3 lessons are they went off. That's why when we if we want to finish or complete our learning outcomes, before the school start, we will be learn the outcomes for the sake of students and sake of ours.
Exactly. Thank you so much, Tulsi ma'am, for that observation. You got the point. See, there are, I'll tell you, let me share this. The importance of learning outcome is we have to know what has to be reached, right? Where we have to go. So we are starting from our home, we are here, so we need to go there. So it can be, we can go from here to there. The knowledge can be built from here to there over 20 different ways, but we don't have so much of time to travel. We'll have to find a shortcut now. So to find a shortcut, we have to know what is our destination, right? So this is just an analogy. In the same way, the time left with us is very less. So we have 6 months left and we can only transact some 5-6 lessons. So in this 5-6 lessons content, we'll have to make sure our child learns and it gains the learning outcomes. ಆ ವರ್ಷದ ಆ ಗ್ರೇಡಿಗೆ ಸಮನಾದ ಕಲಿಕಾಂಶ ಮಗುವಿನಲ್ಲಿ ಕಲಿಕೆ ಆಗುವುದನ್ನು ನಾವು ಖಾತರಿಪಡಿಸಿಕೊಳ್ಳಬೇಕು. So how we ensure that? For that we have to know learning outcomes, right? So that's a question I want to ask you. Do you know the learning outcomes of, like, if you're handling standard 1, do you know the prescribed learning outcomes from DSCRT?
Yes ma'am, we know the learning outcomes.
Of which subject?
English subject, madam.
Kannada? Because
Kannada,
you're handling English. Okay, ma'am.
I am
Fine.
not
That's
handling
great.
Kannada.
Okay, fine. So how many of us know the learning outcomes of our subject
What,
which we are
madam?
handling? How many of us know the learning outcomes of the subjects which we are handling? The prescribed learning outcomes. Tulsi ma'am, it's not
Yeah,
just
ma'am.
for you, this is for all. So all
Yeah,
of us know what?
Yeah, madam. The subjects what we are dealing, we know it, ma'am.
We know it. So it's all of us. So if all of us do not know it, we need to make sure we know it, because
Yeah.
at least in this time, it is highly critical we know it, because we have very less time. We have to achieve those learning outcomes, but we cannot deal with all the textbook lessons. Right, so if you have not gone through the DSCRT document learning outcomes, please go through those learning outcomes and make sure, please print that learning outcomes and display it in your classrooms. So it reminds you every time that this had to be achieved. Okay, so if we are knowing our learning outcomes, I want to take you to something else. Is my screen visible?
No, madam.
Oh, ma'am.
Just a minute, sorry.
Okay.
Sure. Yeah, it's visible now, right? Okay.
Yeah.
So I have another 30 minutes. Okay, quickly, stop me if I'm going too fast, okay? Because I have a expected learning outcome for all of you and I have 30 minutes more to finish it. So let me start. Okay, so this will be the repetition for those who have attended the previous class, but I'll finish it very soon, okay? See, the learning outcomes are the basis of our learning. They are grade specific and age specific, as we all know. Okay, so how we have arrived to learning outcomes is from our aims of education. So for in our constitution, we have specific aims which are to be achieved. Like after a child completes its schooling from 1 to 10 standard, it has to achieve certain levels in its academic as well as scholastic as well as interpersonal skills. So it is like there is a difference between a person who goes to school and who doesn't goes to school, right? So our country has certain aims, have set certain aims for the education. So after completing this years of schooling, our children will be capable of doing this, taking autonomous decisions, thinking independently. ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಶಾಲೆಯ ನಂತರ ಮಗು ತನಗೆ ತಾನು ಡಿಸಿಷನ್ ತಗೊಳ್ಳುವ ಸಾಮರ್ಥ್ಯವನ್ನು ಹೊಂದಿರುತ್ತದೆ. So that is the overall aims of education. And then they have broken it down. See, ತನಗೆ ತಾನು ಸಾಮರ್ಥ್ಯವನ್ನು ಹೊಂದಿರುತ್ತದೆ. Okay, it will gain this amount of skills and it will become autonomous. So this is quite broad, right? So to make it more specific, they have defined goals for each subject. So what will be the goal for language education? What will be the goal for maths? What will be the goals for science education? I will go take you to this goals. Okay, just a minute. So this is the aim of education. Whatever education is happening in our country, our NCF has set this aims. Okay, our policy documents say this aims. So this is the aim: commitment to democracy and the values of equality, justice, freedom. Okay, this is the first aim. Second aim is independence of thought and action. So for like after we complete our schooling, like 1 to 10, if we assume minimum schooling 1 to 10, what a child has to achieve, what is the knowledge? So it has to be committed to this democracy. Can someone explain these terms in Kannada, please? I think Krishna sir can do it. Krishna sir, please.
Ma'am, could you please repeat once again?
Sir, can you see my screen?
Ma'am, I am.
Oh, you're not able to see my screen, is it?
Commitment to democracy and the values of equality, justice, freedom, independence of thought and action, etc.
Thought and action, just there, yeah. These are the aims of our education. So if we complete our education, we should have achieved this.
ಸಮಾನತೆ, ಪ್ರಜಾಸತ್ತಾತ್ಮಕತೆ, ನ್ಯಾಯಪರತೆ, ಸ್ವಾತಂತ್ರ್ಯತೆ, ಅದರವಾಗಿ ಇಟ್ಕೊಂಡು ನಾವು ಗುರಿಯನ್ನ ರೂಪಿಸಬೇಕು ಅಂತ ಮೇಡಮ್. ಅವುಗಳನ್ನ ಬೇಸಾಗಿ ಇಟ್ಕೊಂಡು ಮೇಡಮ್ ನಾವು ರಚಿಸುವ ಒಂದು ಈ ಔಟ್ಕಮ್ಸ್ ಏನಿದಾವಲ್ ಮೇಡಮ್, ಇದಕ್ಕೂ ಕೂಡ ಒತ್ತು ಕೊಡ್ಬೇಕಂತ. ಸ್ವಾತಂತ್ರ್ಯ, ಸಮಾನತೆ,
ಇದಕ್ಕೂ ಕೂಡ ಅಲ್ಲ ಸರ್, ಇದಕ್ಕೂ ಕೂಡ ಅಲ್ಲ.
ಅಲ್ಲ ಮೇಡಮ್ ಇದ್ರಲ್ಲಿ ಇದೆ ಅಲ್ಲ ಕಾನ್ಸ್ಟಿಟ್ಯೂಷನ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಅದನ್ನು ಕೂಡ ನಾವು ಆಧಾರವಾಗಿ ಇಟ್ಕೋಬೇಕು. ಒನ್ಲಿ ಕಲಿಕೆ ಅನ್ನೋದಲ್ಲ,
ಅದೇ ಆಧಾರ. ದಟ್ ಇಸ್ ವಾಟ್ ಐ ಆಮ್ ಟೆಲಿಂಗ್ ಯು. ಇದಕ್ಕೂ ಕೂಡ ಅಲ್ಲ, ಇದೇ ಆಧಾರ.
ಅದೇ ಬೇಸ್ ಮೇಲೆ ರಚನೆ ಆಗ್ಬೇಕು ಅಂತ.
ಎಕ್ಸಾಕ್ಟ್ಲಿ. ಸೊ ಯಾವುದೇ ಮಗು 1ನೇ ತರಗತಿನ 10ನೇ ತರಗತಿ ತನಕ ಓದಿದ ಮೇಲೆ ಅವನು ಯಾವ ತರ ರೂಪುಗೊಳ್ಳಬೇಕಂದ್ರೆ ಅವನಿಗೆ ಡೆಮೋಕ್ರಸಿ ಅನ್ನಕ್ ಏನಂತಾರೆ ಸರ್ ಕನ್ನಡದಲ್ಲಿ? ಪ್ರಜಾಸತ್ತಾತ್ಮಕ. ಅವನಿಗೆ ಪ್ರಜಾಸತ್ತಾತ್ಮತೆ ಮತ್ತು ಇಕ್ವಾಲಿಟಿ, ನ್ಯಾಯಪರತೆ, ಸ್ವಾತಂತ್ರ್ಯತೆ ಮೇಲೆ ಕಮಿಟ್ ಆಗಿರಬೇಕು ಅವನು. ಕಮಿಟಿ ಕನ್ನಡದಲ್ಲಿ ಏನಂತಾರೆ ಸರ್? ಎಕ್ಸಾಕ್ಟ್ಲಿ. ಸೊ ಅವನು ಈ ಶಾಲೆಯ ಎಜುಕೇಶನ್ ಕಂಪ್ಲೀಟ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ಮೇಲೆ ಅವನು ಈ ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂಸ್ ಗೆ ಬದ್ಧನಾಗಿರಬೇಕು. ದಟ್ ಈಸ್ ದ ಏಮ್ ಆಫ್ ಅವರ್ ಎಜುಕೇಶನ್. ದಿಸ್ ಇಸ್ ದ ಓವರ್ ಆಲ್ ಅಂಬ್ರೆಲಾ. ನಾವ್ ಏನೇ ಕಲ್ಸಿದ್ರು ಇದನ್ನ ಅಚೀವ್ ಮಾಡ್ಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಕಲಿಸ್ತೀವಿ. ದ ಸೆಕೆಂಡ್ ಏಮ್ ಇಸ್ he should be able to decide, think independently. ಸ್ವಾತಂತ್ರ್ಯನಾಗಿ ಯೋಚನೆ ಮಾಡಿ ಮತ್ತು ಅವನ ಡಿಸಿಷನ್ ತಗೊಳ್ಳಿಕ್ಕೆ ಅವನಿಗೆ ಶಕ್ತನಾಗಿರಬೇಕು. he should be autonomous. ಯಾರ ಕೆಳಗೂ ಅವನು ಅಡಿಯಾಳಾಗದೆ ತಾನು ಸ್ವತಂತ್ರವಾಗಿ ಯೋಚನೆ ಮಾಡಿ ಕೆಲಸ ಮಾಡಲು ಶಕ್ತನಾಗಿರಬೇಕು. ಅದು ನಮ್ಮ ಎಜುಕೇಶನಿನ ಏಮ್, ಗುರಿ. Do you understand this? Yeah. So if a child completes his education, he has to achieve this. So this is the aim of education. He should be committed to the democracy and the value of equality, justice and freedom, and he has to be autonomous. He has to be independent in thought and action. Okay. So once we are breaking it down, this is the aim of education. If you see this is the overall umbrella. Nav ene kaltru ಈ ಅಂಬ್ರೆಲಾ ಒಳಗೆ ಆಗತ್ತೆ. ನಮ್ಮ ಕಲಿಕೆ ಇದ್ರಿಂದ ಅಚೀವ್ ಆಗತ್ತೆ. ನಮ್ಮ ಕಲಿಕೆ ನಾನು ಗಣಿತ ಕಲಿತೆ, ಮ್ಯಾಥ್ಸ್ ಕಲಿತೆ, ಇಂಗ್ಲಿಷ್ ಕಲಿತೆ, ಲ್ಯಾಂಗ್ವೇಜ್, ನೋ, ಇಟ್ ಈಸ್ ನಾಟ್ ದ ಓವರ್ ಆಲ್ ಏಮ್. ಇಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಅಬೌಟ್ a person who is creating a person who is committed to democracy, who has the values of equality, justice and freedom. ಅಂತಹ ಮನುಷ್ಯನ ಕ್ರಿಯೇಷನ್, ವಾಟ್ ಇಸ್ ದಟ್? ರೂಪಿಸುವುದು. ಯಾವ ಮನುಷ್ಯ ಈ ಎಲ್ಲಾ ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂಸಿಗೂ ಬದ್ಧನಾಗಿರ್ತಾನೋ ಅಂತಹ ನಾಗರಿಕನ ರೂಪಿಸುವುದು ಮತ್ತು ಅಂತಹ ನಾಗರಿಕನಿಗೆ ಅವನ ಥಿಂಕಿಂಗ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಇಂಡಿಪೆಂಡೆನ್ಸ್ ಕೊಡುವುದು, ಸ್ವತಂತ್ರವಾಗಿ ಆಲೋಚನಾ ಶಕ್ತಿ ಬೆಳೆಸುವುದು. ಇದೇ ನಮ್ಮ ಎಜುಕೇಶನ್ ನ ಗುರಿ. ಸೊ ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ವಿ ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಜಸ್ಟ್ ಡಿವೈಡೆಡ್. ಇದನ್ನ ಅಚೀವ್ ಮಾಡ್ಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಲೆವೆಲ್ ಏನು? ಇದು ಜನರಲ್ ಆಬ್ಜೆಕ್ಟಿವ್, ರೈಟ್? ಫ್ರಮ್ ದಿಸ್ ಲೈಕ್ ವಿ ಥಿಂಕ್ ಆಫ್ ಡೆಮೋಕ್ರಸಿ. ಓಕೆ. So in 10 years of schooling, how much can we teach about democracy? So what can be done to achieve this aim? Then we are coming here. See, this is, if you see this, aims of education, idralli ನಾವು ತಿರ್ಗಾ ಡಿವೈಡ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದೀವಿ. So we are dividing this aims of education to goals of language education, goals of maths education, goals of science education. Now here we are bifurcating. Am I clear?
Yeah, ma'am.
Yeah. So next we will come to goals of language education. Okay, ಇದು ಏಮ್ಸ್ ಅನ್ನೋದು ದೊಡ್ಡ ಅಂಬ್ರೆಲಾ. ಇದನ್ನ ಅಚೀವ್ ಮಾಡ್ಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಸಣ್ಣ ಭಾಗಗಳಾಗಿ ವಿಂಗಡಿಸಿದ್ದೇವೆ. ಸೊ ಇದರಲ್ಲಿ ಗೋಲ್ಸ್ ಏನಿರುತ್ತೆ? ಲ್ಯಾಂಗ್ವೇಜಿನ ಗೋಲ್ ಏನು? ವಾಟ್ ಈಸ್ ದ ಗೋಲ್ ಆಫ್ ಲ್ಯಾಂಗ್ವೇಜ್ ಲರ್ನಿಂಗ್, ದಟ್ ಇಂಗ್ಲಿಷ್ ಲ್ಯಾಂಗ್ವೇಜ್ ಲರ್ನಿಂಗ್? ಸೊ ಆರ್ NCF, this National Curriculum Framework, so NCF 2005, it says even this goal is there in your textbooks also. If you could see the English 4th and 5th standard textbooks, you could see these goals of this language. I got that from your English textbook only.
Yes,
the same is there in your textbooks. Yes. So it is like the goals of language learning is attainment of a basic proficiency such as is acquired in natural language learning. The second goal is development of language into an instrument for abstract thought and knowledge acquisition and interpersonal relationship. So English Bhasha Kalikiya goals ಏನು? According to our NCF and our position paper, as well as which is given in your textbook, the goals of this particular language learning, like after learning English language for 10 years, what a child should know. what a child should be capable of doing. 10 ವರ್ಷದ ನಂತರ ಒಬ್ಬ ವಿದ್ಯಾರ್ಥಿಗೆ ಯಾವ ಯಾವ ಸ್ಕಿಲ್ಗಳಲ್ಲಿ ಕೆಪಬಿಲಿಟಿ ಬರಬೇಕಾಗತ್ತೆ, ಇನ್ ಪರ್ಟಿಕ್ಯುಲರ್ ಇನ್ ಲ್ಯಾಂಗ್ವೇಜ್. We are speaking about English language, okay? So the goal as it defines is the child has to attain basic proficiency such as is acquired in natural language learning. So when the child learns a language naturally like its mother tongue, it gets basic proficiency, right? All the children, they will have a basic proficiency in the natural language like in their mother tongue. So this goal is also defining that it also requires that through this English language learning, a child should be able to achieve this basic proficiency in English language. Basic proficiency ಪಡೆದುಕೊಳ್ಳುವುದು ಇಂಗ್ಲಿಷ್ ಭಾಷೆಯಲ್ಲಿ. Okay, and the second goal is ಈ ಭಾಷೆಯ ಮೂಲಕ ತನ್ನ ಥಾಟ್ಸ್ ನ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪ್ರೆಸ್ ಮಾಡುವುದು. So language is used to express the thoughts, right? Basic use of language. A child uses a language to express his thought, so which are abstract form. So to express this thought as well as knowledge acquisition. So what is the use of language learning for anyone? That to English language learning, why children should learn English language or any language in its written form?
For good communication, we have to learn language, ma'am.
Yes sir, yes sir. Other than that,
to gain knowledge,
obtain knowledge.
Language.
Exactly, obtain knowledge. How do we obtain knowledge? We need language, right? So for
Yes,
any
to read and to write, we have to know.
Exactly sir, exactly. So that is the goal of a language learning. So ಭಾಷಾ ಕಲಿಕೆ ಉದ್ದೇಶ ಜ್ಞಾನ ಸಂಪಾದನೆ. So to get the knowledge, to acquire knowledge, as well as to establish interpersonal relationship also. Like we communicate through language, right? And we will know how to address someone. Like I cannot address Sumalata madam the same way I address my sister, right? So both are to be addressed in different ways. So it's the same way, because how do I know it? Because I'm educated, my education teaches me this. So these are the goals of this particular language learning. Is this clear? How we came from aims of education, how are we coming to this goals of language learning? In the same way there are goals for maths education, there are goals for science education also. Okay, if we could see our textbook, it will be mentioned in those textbooks also. These are the goals of our education. And then this is also a bigger thing, right? So what is that? Basic proficiency beku, knowledge acquisition beku. Do you understand something? This is a broader topic, right? So it is like a child should have a basic proficiency. So this is broad. So how are we again going to achieve that? Illinda nama textbook content tanka hege bandiddivi. So next let's see how it is again broken down. One is aims of education ide. Overall aim, he should be committed to democracy, equality and justice, and he should be autonomous thinker, and that is the overall aim. And aim is again broken down into objectives of different subject. So objectives of English, objectives of maths, objectives of science. So now goals of different subjects, goals of science, goals of English, goals of language, goals of maths. Now we are again going to see how this broader goals can be again broken down. ಇದನ್ನ ದೊಡ್ಡದಿದೆ, ಇದನ್ನ ಮತ್ತೆ ಚಿಕ್ಕದು ಹೇಗೆ ಮಾಡಬಹುದು, ಆಬ್ಜೆಕ್ಟಿವ್ ಏನಾಗಬಹುದು ಅನ್ನೋದನ್ನ ನೋಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೀವಿ. If you could see this, again I'm going now we understood the part of goals. So how are these goals evolved? Now we will see what are the objectives of a language teaching. So what do you think is the objective of a language teaching? As it is described in the aims, in the goals, to develop basic proficiency. So ishte helidre saka, basic proficiency andre ಏನು, ಯಾವ level proficiency ಹೇಗಿರುತ್ತೆ ಅದು, right? So again it has to be broken down, right? ದೊಡ್ಡದ ಅಂಶ ಅದನ್ನ ಸಣ್ಣದಾಗಿ ಒಡಿತಾ ಹೋಗ್ತಾ ಇದೀವಿ ನಾವು. So again, see, when they are telling goals, attainment of basic proficiency and development of language into an instrument of abstract thought. ಇದನ್ನ ಹೇಗೆ ಸಣ್ಣದಾಗಿ ಒಡೆದು ಅರ್ಥ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಂತೀವಿ, that is what objective is. So again, that as it is said, basic proficiency, they're dividing it now. So to build familiarity with the language, primarily through spoken, in here your LSRW skills comes. Primary through, most importantly, see they are mentioning here, through spoken input in meaningful situation. The importance in language teaching is most importantly given to spoken input. Written comes next. To provide and monitor exposure to comprehension of spoken, again spoken, and then written inputs. Okay, this is next thing, through all this media, to help the learners develop this working proficiency in the language. And as you're telling, to recite and sing poems, songs, and enact small skits, to use drawing and painting as precursors to writing, and relate these activities to oral communications, to become visually familiar with text, words, what it means. So to associate meaning with written, printed language. So these are again the smaller umbrella. See, aims ಆಯ್ತು, ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಗೋಲ್ಸ್ ಆಯ್ತು. ಗೋಲ್ಸ್ ಲ್ಯಾಂಗ್ವೇಜ್ ಎಜುಕೇಶನ್ ಮತ್ತೆ ಹೊಡಿತಾ ಇದ್ದೀವಿ, ಇಂಗ್ಲಿಷ್ ಭಾಷೆ ಟೀಚಿಂಗ್ ಅಂತ, ಮತ್ತೆ ಮಾತೃಭಾಷೆ ಒಬ್ಜೆಕ್ಟಿವ್ಸ್ ಏನು ಅಂತ. ಅಂಡ್ ಅಗೇನ್ ಈ ಒಬ್ಜೆಕ್ಟಿವ್ ಇದೆ ಅಲ್ಲ, ಫೆಮಿಲಿಯರ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು ಮಕ್ಕಳಿಗೆ ಭಾಷೆ ಕಲಿಕೆಯಲ್ಲಿ ಲ್ಯಾಂಗ್ವೇಜ್ ಜೊತೆ. ಈ ಒಬ್ಜೆಕ್ಟಿವ್, ದಿಸ್ ಇಸ್ ಅಗೇನ್ ಬ್ರಾಡರ್. ಸೊ ಅಗೇನ್ ಇಟ್ ಇಸ್ ಬ್ರೋಕನ್ ಡೌನ್. I'll show you how it is broken down. So this is called learning outcome. Okay, let's calm down. This is called overall learning outcome of the curricular expectation. So ಮಗು overall ಏನೇನ್ ಕಲಿಬೇಕು ಯಾವ್ಯಾವ ಫೀಲ್ಡ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ. So this is what the curricular expectation is. That is in primary stage. See here, when we are speaking about objectives, this is for overall 1 to 10th ಏನೇನ್ ಆಗ್ಬೇಕಿದು ಅಂತ. Okay, so again we are breaking down into primary and secondary stages. Okay, so initial stage, what should be the learning, overall learning expectation? ಅದು primary stage. ಮಗು ಬಂದಾಗ ಶಾಲೆಗೆ ಪ್ರೈಮರಿ ಆಗಿ ಅದು ಏನು ಕಲಿಬೇಕು. So this is what, when whatever we speak, LSRW in an integrated manner, basic proficiency, ability to express itself, interpret and understand polite forms of expression, read and interpret critically the text, awareness of social and environmental issues. So these are the overall curriculum expectation in primary stage, that is 1 to 5th standard alli magu ಏನೇನು ಕಲಿಬೇಕು ಅಂತ. Okay, so now we are coming to learning outcomes. ಇದು 1 to 5th stage ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಇದನ್ನ ಗ್ರೇಡ್ ವೈಸ್ ಮತ್ತೆ ಏಜ್ ವೈಸ್ ಬ್ರೇಕ್ ಡೌನ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಂತ ಹೋಗ್ತೀವಿ. ಅವಾಗ ನಮಗೆ ತಿರ್ಗಾ ಲರ್ನಿಂಗ್ ಔಟ್ಕಮ್ಸ್ ಬರುತ್ತೆ. See, if you could see this learning outcomes which comes at the end. So you just have to know this. ನಮ್ಗೆ ಮಗು ಒಂದು ಅದರ 1 ರಿಂದ 10ನೇ ತರಗತಿ ಶಾಲೆಯನ್ನು ಮುಗಿಸಿದ ಮೇಲೆ ಅದು ಜಸ್ಟ್ ನಮ್ಮ ಎಜುಕೇಶನ್ ಸಿಸ್ಟಮ್ ಅದನ್ನ ಹೇಗ್ ನೋಡುತ್ತೆ ಅಂದ್ರೆ, ಅದು ಭಾಷಾ ಕಲಿಕೆಯನ್ನ ಕಲ್ಕೊಳ್ಳೋದು ಇಂಪಾರ್ಟೆಂಟ್ ಅಲ್ಲ. ಅದರ ಒಬ್ಜೆಕ್ಟಿವ್, ಅದರ ಏಮ್ ತುಂಬಾ ಬ್ರಾಡ್ ಆಗಿದೆ. ಅದು ಒಬ್ಬ ನಾಗರಿಕನಾಗಿ ನಮ್ಮ ಡೆಮೋಕ್ರಸಿಗೆ ಕಮಿಟ್ ಆಗಿರ್ಬೇಕು, ಡೆಮೋಕ್ರಸಿ, ಇಕ್ವಾಲಿಟಿ, ಜಸ್ಟಿಸ್ಗೆ ಕಮಿಟ್ ಆಗಿರ್ಬೇಕು, ಮತ್ತೆ ಅವನು ಒಂದು ಇಂಡಿಪೆಂಡೆಂಟ್ ವ್ಯಕ್ತಿತ್ವವಾಗಿ ಬೆಳೆಯಬೇಕು. ಸೊ ನಮ್ಮ ಶಾಲೆಯ ಎಜುಕೇಶನ್ ಸಿಸ್ಟಮಿನ ಗುರಿ ಅದು, ಮೇನ್ ಏಮ್ ಅದು. ಸೊ ಇದನ್ನ ಅಚೀವ್ ಮಾಡ್ಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ನಾವು ಡಿಫ್ರೆಂಟ್ ಸಬ್ಜೆಕ್ಟ್ಸ್ ನ ಗೋಲ್ ಆಗಿ ಬ್ರೇಕ್ ಡೌನ್ ಮಾಡಿದೀವಿ. ಸೊ ಭಾಷೆಯ ಮೂಲಕ ಏನ್ ಅಚೀವ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬೋದು ಗೋಲ್ಸ್ ನ, ಗಣಿತದ ಮೂಲಕ ಏನ್ ಅಚೀವ್ ಮಾಡೋದು, ಗಣಿತದ ಮೂಲಕ ಅವನು ಲಾಜಿಕಲ್ ಥಿಂಕಿಂಗ್ ನ ಕಲಿಬಹುದು. ಅದೇ ತರ ಸೈನ್ಸ್ ಮೂಲಕ ಎನ್ವಿರಾನ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ಅವನು he can develop interest in environment. ಸೊ ಡಿಫ್ರೆಂಟ್ ಸಬ್ಜೆಕ್ಟ್ಸ್ ಮೂಲಕ ಈ ಮೇನ್ ಏಮ್ ನ ಅಚೀವ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬೋದು ನಾವು. ಸೊ ಈಗ ಗೋಲ್ಸ್ ಆಗಿ ಡಿವೈಡ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ. ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಈ ಗೋಲ್ಸ್ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಅದು ಒಂದು ಬ್ರಾಡ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ತಿರ್ಗಾ ಇದನ್ನ ಹೇಗೆ ಮತ್ತೆ ಬ್ರೇಕ್ ಡೌನ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬೋದು, ಹೇಗೆ ಸ್ಪೆಸಿಫಿಕ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬೋದು ಒಬ್ಜೆಕ್ಟಿವ್ಸ್ ಅಂತ. ಸೊ ಆ ಮಗು ಭಾಷಾ ಕಲಿಕೆ ಆದ್ಮೇಲೆ ಅದು ಏನೇನ್ ಕಲಿಬೇಕು. ಓಕೆ, ಬೇಸಿಕ್ ಪ್ರೊಫಿಷಿಯನ್ಸಿ ಬೇಕು. ಬೇಸಿಕ್ ಪ್ರೊಫಿಷಿಯನ್ಸಿ ಮತ್ತೆ ಇನ್ನೇನ್ ಬೇಕಾಗತ್ತೆ ಅದಕ್ಕೆ. ಸೊ ದಟ್ ಕಮ್ಸ್ ಅಂಡರ್ ಒಬ್ಜೆಕ್ಟಿವ್ಸ್. ಸೊ ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಓವರ್ ಆಲ್ ಕರಿಕ್ಯುಲಮ್ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪೆಕ್ಟೇಷನ್ಸ್. ನಮ್ಮ ಕರಿಕ್ಯುಲಮ್ ಡಿಸೈನ್ ಮಾಡಿರ್ತಾರಲ್ಲ ಅವರು ಇದನ್ನ ತಗೊಂತಾರೆ. ಏನನ್ನ ತಗೊಂಡು ಅವರು ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪೆಕ್ಟೇಷನ್ ಮಗು ಈ ತರಗತಿಯ ನಂತರ ಏನೇನೆಲ್ಲ ಡೆವಲಪ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು. ಸೊ ದಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಅಗೇನ್ ಡಿವೈಡ್ ಇಂಟು ಪ್ರೈಮರಿ ಅಂಡ್ ಸೆಕೆಂಡರಿ. ಸೊ ಪ್ರೈಮರಿ ಸ್ಟೇಜ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಮಗು ಏನ್ ಕಲಿಬೇಕಾಗತ್ತೆ, ಪ್ರೈಮರಿ ಸ್ಟೇಜ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಮಗು ಏನ್ ಅಚೀವ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬೇಕಾಗತ್ತೆ. ಸೊ ದೀಸ್ ಆರ್ ದ ಕರಿಕ್ಯುಲಮ್ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪೆಕ್ಟೇಷನ್ ಆಫ್ ಇಂಗ್ಲಿಷ್ ಲ್ಯಾಂಗ್ವೇಜ್ ಇನ್ ಪ್ರೈಮರಿ ಸ್ಟೇಜ್. ಸೊ ಇಟ್ ಹ್ಯಾಸ್ ಟು ಅಚೀವ್ ಆಲ್ ದಿಸ್ ಪ್ರೈಮರಿ ಸ್ಟೇಜ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ. ಸೊ ಇದು ಪ್ರೈಮರಿ ಸ್ಟೇಜ್ 1 to 5th. ಈಗ ನಾವು 1 to 5th ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದೀವಪ್ಪ. ನಾನು 1ನೇ ಕ್ಲಾಸ್ ಟೀಚರ್, ನನಗೇನಿದೆ 1ನೇ ಕ್ಲಾಸ್ ಲೈಕ್ ಏಜ್ 6 6ನೇ ಕ್ಲಾಸ್ ನಲ್ಲಿ ಇದನ್ನೆಲ್ಲ ಅಚೀವ್ ಮಾಡ್ಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಹೇಗಾಗುತ್ತೆ? ಇಟ್ಸ್ ಮೆಸ್ಡ್ ಅಪ್, ರೈಟ್? ಸೊ ಅದು 1 ರಿಂದ 5ನೇ ತರಗತಿ ಕಲಿಬೇಕು. ಈಗ ಮತ್ತೆ ಇದನ್ನ ನಾವು ಬ್ರೇಕ್ ಡೌನ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ ಗ್ರೇಡ್ ವೈಸ್ ಮತ್ತೆ ಏಜ್ ವೈಸ್. ದೆನ್ ವಿ ಗೆಟ್ ದಿಸ್ ಲರ್ನಿಂಗ್ ಔಟ್ಕಮ್ ಕಾನ್ಸೆಪ್ಟ್. So I hope you got an idea, not completely, that's okay. So the intention of me taking this particular slide, explaining it is, I wanted you to know ಮಗುವಿನ ಕಲಿಕೆಯ ಉದ್ದೇಶ ಬರೀ ಮ್ಯಾಥ್ಸು, ಇಂಗ್ಲಿಷು, ಗಣಿತ, ಸೈನ್ಸ್ ಕಾನ್ಸೆಪ್ಟ್ ನ ಕಲಿಯೋದಲ್ಲ, ಅದಕ್ಕೂ ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಇದೆ. It has to become a citizen of a country. For a citizen of a country, making him a citizen of a country, it's a big responsibility for us as a teacher. So to make him that, these are the roots ಅಷ್ಟೇ. ನಾವೇನು ಮಗುವಿಗೆ ಕಲಿಸ್ತೀವೋ ಅದರ ಮೂಲಕ ಅವನಿಗೆ ಒಂದು ಒಳ್ಳೆಯ ನಾಗರಿಕನಾಗಿ ಬೆಳೆಯುವಂತಹ ಮಾರ್ಗದರ್ಶನ ಸಿಗುವುದು. ಸೊ ದಟ್ ಈಸ್ our aims of education. So let's not restrict our teaching to just a subject, but through that subjects how we are making a person a complete citizen is what we should focus on. So okay, any quick thoughts on this? I've spoken so much, now I want to hear from you. Just 2 minutes, whatever you understand. Is this new to you, or you knew it, or is it a repetition? Because when
No,
I
ma'am.
saw this, sorry, yes ma'am,
ಅಕ್ಷತಾ ಮ್ಯಾಮ್,
yes ma'am.
ಆಲ್ ನೀವು ಇಷ್ಟೊತ್ತು ಹೇಳಿದ್ದು ಅರ್ಥ ಆಯ್ತು. ಓವರ್ ಆಲ್ ಸಾಮಾಜಿಕವಾಗಿ ಅವನು ಮೌಲ್ಯಯುತವಾಗಿ ಮತ್ತೆ ಥಿಂಕಿಂಗ್ ಎಬಿಲಿಟಿ ಬೆಳೆಯೋದಕ್ಕೆ, ತನ್ನಲ್ಲಿ ಒಳ್ಳೆ ಮೌಲ್ಯಗಳನ್ನ ಅಳವಡಿಸ್ಕೊಳ್ಳೋದಕ್ಕ ಎಲ್ಲಾ ಟೀಚರ್ಸು, ಶಿಕ್ಷಣ ಸಂಸ್ಥೆಗಳು ನಾವೇನು ಈಗ ಮಗುವಿಗೆ ಕಲ್ಸೋದು ಇದ್ರ ಬೇಸ್ ಮೇಲೆನೆ ಕಲಿಸ್ತದೀವಿ ಮೇಡಮ್. ಡಿವೈಡ್ ಮಾಡಿ ಆಮೇಲೆ ಅವನು ಬೌದ್ಧಿಕ ಮತ್ತೆ ಮಾನಸಿಕ ಸಾಮರ್ಥ್ಯಕ್ಕೆ ಅನುಗುಣವಾಗಿ ಕನಿಷ್ಠ ಕಲಿಕೆ ಮಟ್ಟ ಕಲಿಸ್ಬೇಕು ಅಂತಾನೆ ಒದ್ದಾಡ್ತೀವಿ, ಕಲಿಸ್ತೀವಿ ಕೂಡ.
No,
ಬಟ್
see,
ಮಗು ಅಕ್ಸೆಪ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಳೋದ್ರ ಮೇಲೆ ಡಿಪೆಂಡ್ ಆಗಿರುತ್ತೆ ಮೇಡಮ್. ಅವನ್ ಪರಿಸರ ಮತ್ತೆ ಏನಂತೀವಿ ಅವನಲ್ಲಿರ್ತಕ್ಕಂತ ಈಗ ಒಬ್ಬ ಮನುಷ್ಯನಲ್ಲಿ 2 ಗುಣಗಳು ಇರ್ತಾವ, ಒಳ್ಳೇದು ಇರುತ್ತೆ, ಕೆಟ್ಟದ್ದು ಇರುತ್ತೆ. ಅವನು ಒಳ್ಳೇದ್ರ ಬದಲಾಗಿ ಕೆಟ್ಟದ್ದ ಆಯ್ಕೆ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಂಡ್ಬಿಟ್ರೆ ಯು ನಾಟ್ ನಾವ್ ಏನು ಹೆಲ್ಪ್ ಮಾಡಕ್ ಆಗಲ್ಲ. ಬಟ್ ಹೇಳ್ತೀವಿ ಇದು ಮಾಡ್ಬಾರ್ದು ಅಂತಾನೆ ಹೇಳ್ಕೊಡ್ತೀವಿ ಅವನಿಗೆ.
No ma'am, I'm not commenting on you doing it. See, ನನ್ನ ಅಜೆಂಡಾ ಇದನ್ನ ಇಂಟ್ರಡಕ್ಷನ್ ಮಾಡೋದು ನಮ್ಮ ಕರಿಕ್ಯುಲಮ್ ಹೇಗೆ ಫ್ರೇಮ್ ಆಗಿದೆ ಅನ್ನೋದ ತಿಳುವಳಿಕೆ ಅಷ್ಟೇ. ಔಟ್ಕಮ್ ಎದ್ರಿಂದ ಡಿರೈವ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ, ಈ ತರ ಇದೆ ಅಂತ. It is not about me telling you're doing it or not. No, because I know all of your teachers are doing great job. But just I wanted to introduce you that see, this learning outcome ನಾವೇನು ಸಬ್ಜೆಕ್ಟ್ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತೀವಿ, ಲೆಸನ್ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತೀವಿ ಅಲ್ಲ, ಲೆಸನ್ ಹಿಂದೆ ಲೆಸನ್ ಪ್ಲಾನ್ ಮಾಡೋರ್ ಹಿಂದೆ ಯಾವ ತರ ಯೋಚನೆ ಹೋಗುತ್ತೆ ಅಂತ.
Yes, ma'am.
So how this are derived, that's it. That's my agenda of telling you. So,
Okay.
did it make sense in that respect?
Yes, ma'am.
Madam, what about the following education policy, madam, which is going to implement in 2020?
A draft policy, right, sir?
Yeah, madam.
Yes.
Are we discussing about that or previous education policy?
Sir, this is how your learning outcomes are derived, okay? So education policy is, see, it has to change. Curriculum has to change based on what is expected from that child. Because
Madam,
now,
in following education policy, a lot of changes have been included, ma'am.
yes sir, that is true. But this is how your learning outcomes are derived. Current learning outcomes which we have, which we are all following.
Yeah.
So how
But
it
if,
is
if you
derived?
have if you have
But-
draft policy,
Yes, we will discuss on that, but this will be the same. This is the process of deriving it.
yeah, but the content are change, but the deriving method is same, ma'am.
Yes, but I don't think so. Aims of education will be changed in draft policy. I will check it out and I'll let you know, sir. Because in draft policy which has come up, it is mentioning it has given importance to early childhood education. So they want child to be in a school right from the age 3. And it has also changed the levels of primary levels and the schooling years also. So that is a different discussion. We will discuss on it some other time. We will park it, sir. Sir, I'll take that idea of discussing on draft policy for which has recently come. But this I want you to understand. This is the way it is derived. Now learning outcomes ಗೆ ಹೇಗೆ ಬಂದಿದ್ದೀವಿ, ಇದೇ learning outcomes ಗೆ ಹೇಗೆ connection ಇದೆ ನಮ್ಮ overall aims of education ಜೊತೆ. ಈ derivation change ಆಗೋದಿಲ್ಲ. Because see, now there is some policy which has NCF 2005 which had come, so now it is 2020. So there's a lot of advances which have happened in technology. We never had WhatsApp there. We couldn't even imagine of discussing session with few teachers like this before. So our education also have to change based on the times we are in. It will change, but the way it is derived will not change. There will be an overall aim of education. There will be the objective for that. There will be goals for this. So maybe, but this is the way it is. But particular goal change agbodu. Next, okay. Next, we want to make next. The goal can be ಮಾಹಿತಿ ಯುಗದಲ್ಲಿ ಮಗುವಿಗೆ ಅಡ್ಜಸ್ಟ್ ಆಗೋ ತರ ನಾವು ಕಲಿಸ್ತೀವಿ ಆ ತರ ಗೋಲ್ ಇರಬಹುದು. But the process, there will be an aim. There is a goal. There is an objective. So that will be same. So just I want you to know.
We need to understand
Yes,
that the shape of umbrella will be like an umbrella only. Color
That's
may
it.
change, designs may change, isn't it, no, ma'am?
Yes, correct. Yes, correct. I'll show you the umbrella. For your understanding, I've just got this. I'll show you the umbrella.
No, that's what I want to mean. Main
Yes.
aim, it will be like a aim only. Only the things,
Yeah.
objectives, specifications, they
Yes.
need to be changed.
But I don't think so. The aim of education should change because that is something
it
which is
extends.
so specific. Yes, ma'am. It extends you. It covers everything. So
Yeah.
Any other comments on this? Krishna sir, thank you so much. So we will take that up. I want to take up NCF curriculum in respect to language teaching, English teaching. We'll also take up NCF position paper on English teaching. So they're all there lined up for you all in our next sessions. And also, as you said, national draft policy also it is there. So any other comments on this? Please don't take me the other way. I know you're all doing it, but I just wanted to introduce how it is designed. That is it.
No, ma'am, the session was really fruitful. We came to know that earlier, including me, most of us, not I'm telling about all teachers, most of us, we were focusing on chapters and syllabus. And we used to give moral ethics and all. But now we have to focus main on our aim. What is the main goal? We have to focus on that, and we need to go accordingly. That is what I learned from this session, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you so much. Actually, that is what I was expecting from you. That is my expected learning outcome for you. Thank you so much for that. If you get that idea. Yeah, I'm just showing you the umbrella, the cone shape. If you could see it. Can you see this?
Yeah, it is visible, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am. So this is how it is. I wanted to make it more crisper. That's why I took that. See, the aims of education, when we have it, commitment to democracy, which I've just said, and goals of language education. And again, we are going to break it down. So, ಓಡಿತಾ ಇದೀವಿ. ಮೇಲ್ಗಡೆ ಏಮ್ ಅದು ಬ್ರಾಡರ್ ಏಮು, ಮಗುವಿಗೆ ಡೆಮೋಕ್ರಸಿಯಲ್ಲಿ ಕಮಿಟ್ ಆಗ್ಬೇಕು ಅನ್ನೋದು ಉದ್ದೇಶ. ಬ್ರಾಡರ್, ತುಂಬಾ ಬ್ರಾಡ್ ಆಗಿದೆ, ದೊಡ್ಡದಾಗಿದೆ ಅದು. ಅದನ್ನ ಒಡೆದು ಡಿಫ್ರೆಂಟ್ ಸಬ್ಜೆಕ್ಟ್ಗೆ ಗೋಲ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದೀವಿ. ಸೊ ಅಗೇನ್ ಅದನ್ನ ಒಡೆದು ಇನ್ನೂ ಸ್ಪೆಸಿಫಿಕ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದೀವಿ, ಲರ್ನಿಂಗ್ ಆಬ್ಜೆಕ್ಟಿವ್ ಆಗಿ. He is able to read and interpret critically the text. Both this is one of the objective. Okay, again ಈ ಲರ್ನಿಂಗ್ ಆಬ್ಜೆಕ್ಟಿವ್ ನ ಗ್ರೇಡ್ ವೈಸ್ ಬ್ರೇಕ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದೀವಿ ನಾವು. So So if you could see that whatever is written as learning indicators, that will be mentioned in your DSCRT learning outcomes in all the subjects,
Yeah.
like English, associates word with picture. This is one of the learning outcome which is mentioned in your DSCRT book. So this is how it is, the cone shape. So can someone make it more simple, giving some example like how it is broken down? I'm not getting an example for an analogy. Sir, can you help me out?
Ma'am, aim of
Yes.
education is earth.
Exactly. Thanks, ma'am. Yes.
Goal of language education continents.
Okay.
From what
Great.
we can come,
Yes.
no, ma'am?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Exactly. Please. Thanks. I was looking
Yeah,
for that one.
learning.
Yes. Yes, ma'am.
Yeah,
Science,
learning
ma'am, please, ma'am.
objectives again. Yeah, countries,
Yes.
states,
Correct. You got it.
districts,
Yes.
again village.
Thank you
Known to
so
unknown
much
we
for
have.
this.
Yeah.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you so much. Yeah, that's what I was expecting. ಹೇಗೆ ನಮ್ಮ ಇಡೀ
No,
ಪ್ರಪಂಚವನ್ನು
this
overall
is how I was getting, ma'am. So I shared the thing.
Thanks, ma'am. That made it easy. Then I didn't get that the analogy. So that's what. So overall ಪ್ರಪಂಚವನ್ನು ಹೇಗೆ ನೋಡುತ್ತೀವಿ ನಾವು? ಅದರಲ್ಲಿ ಒಂದು ಕಾಂಟಿನೆಂಟ್ ನ ಹೇಗೆ ನೋಡ್ತೀವಿ? ಅದರಲ್ಲಿ ಒಂದು ದೇಶ ಈಗ ಪ್ರಾಬ್ಲಮ್ ಇಡೀ ಪ್ರಪಂಚಕ್ಕೆ ಕೊರೋನಾ ಪ್ರಾಬ್ಲಮ್ ಇದೆ. ಸೊ ಅದ್ರಲ್ಲಿ ನಮ್ಮ ಕಾಂಟಿನೆಂಟಿನ ಪ್ರಾಬ್ಲಮ್ ಏನು, ಅದ್ರಲ್ಲಿ ನಮ್ಮ ದೇಶದ ಪ್ರಾಬ್ಲಮ್ ಏನು, ಅದ್ರಲ್ಲಿ ಕರ್ನಾಟಕ ಪ್ರಾಬ್ಲಮ್ ಡಿಫ್ರೆಂಟ್ ಇರುತ್ತೆ, ಅದ್ರಲ್ಲಿ ದಾವಣಗೆರೆ ಪ್ರಾಬ್ಲಮ್ ಏನು, ಅವ್ರ ಗಂಗಾವತಿ ಪ್ರಾಬ್ಲಮ್ ಏನು. So this is how it is spoken. Thank you so much for that analogy, ma'am. I hope you got this point. Is Rashika sir trying to say something?
Nothing official about Akshata madam's class, madam.
Okay. Any unofficial
That's the final.
comments there?
Nothing official. Everything is
Okay.
fine.
Thanks, sir. Sure.
Welcome.
Anyone, any comments? So
Comments?
now it is 5 o'clock.
Yeah. You're going to end up the session. Or what?
No, sir. I'll take another 10 minutes if you all are okay, because this will be again the repetition of previous session. Because
Since from your class you're going to use that umbrella, it got a little bit confusion for me.
that's
When I
why
saw
I
that,
did that, sir.
no. When I saw that picture, I got idea. It's not an umbrella; it's an inverted triangle.
Okay.
Pyramid, sir. Inverted pyramid, sir.
Pyramid,
Inverted
triangle, umbrella. The way of sensing that thing, it differs from person to person. I thought that inverted triangle. Someone said that inverted, what do you call pyramid?
No, sir. When
Akshata madam used to say that
ma'am,
it's an umbrella. Isn't it? Okay, fine, that's
Rashika
fine.
sir, when ma'am use it,
Yes,
no,
sir.
sir,
The
Rashika ma'am,
the
when ma'am use it, umbrella, no,
Oh,
I thought
so
umbrella
that
is
everybody
broader.
has started to use that
No, no, no,
picture as an umbrella. Huh?
no,
Yes,
no,
okay,
no, no.
wait. Yes, sir.
Umbrella
Yes.
is very
The
broad.
same
Umbrella is
picture,
very
Exactly.
broad. The main
Yeah.
stick, it will be the specification.
Madam.
In that
Exactly.
sense, I thought it's umbrella
Yes.
is very broad. That is
Yes.
like a aim of
At the
education.
end,
And
Like
that
our
is
thoughts.
that's
Yeah,
fine.
like
no,
Saira ma'am
that is
nicely.
the tip.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, I thought in that way, sir. And
Thank
I
you so
I
much.
got
No. So everybody has depicted the picture in their own way, isn't it, Saira madam?
How about you, Dhanlakshmi madam?
no,
What kind
that
of
was
picture you choose?
no. Umbrella example is best, I think, sir.
No,
It is
there
a
is no
broad.
not at all umbrella there in the picture. No, there is no not at all umbrella picture there. So that I was little bit confused. At that end,
Imagination for our
Akshata madam said that
imagination.
this. At the
Okay,
end,
you
she
got
showed the
my
picture.
no, sir. Abstract. Your
That's why I got
education
nothing.
has made
No,
you
now I
get the
got idea
language
about
to
that picture.
abstract thoughts.
No, when umbrella was used, I thought about only umbrella, not about all these pictures and things.
Sure. Any
Thank
other
you.
thoughts? Any other analogy? Any of you wants to give? Thank you, Sahara ma'am. That made it so simple.
Yeah.
Yeah. Any other analogy? Dhanlakshmi madam, what is your opinion about that umbrella? About aims of education, goals of education, objectives of education?
Actually, what you told, I received all the information.
Okay.
I like this type of umbrella structure.
Are you able to connect it?
Yeah, ma'am.
Okay. Yeah. So just that when I went through this, since I'm not from education background, I've never seen what I never knew what is learning outcome is. So I thought this is something new and we should know, because my idea of learning outcome was only this. Just a child should be aware of reciting rhyme and able to enact poem and able to do actions to that poem. So how are we relating this to the overall aims of education? So how is this learning outcome derived? So I found it very interesting. Then I thought you will also find it interesting. That's why I took that particular topic. And at least in these times when we are struggling with COVID-19 and children are not able to come to school, it is very important that we know what our learning outcomes are. I'm sorry if I'm repeating, because there in Nalikali sessions discussion, English Nalikali is made 80 minutes. So if we know what are the learning outcome a child has to achieve, we can make the child to achieve it in a playground also. See, if the learning outcome, for example, if the learning outcome is the child has to follow the instruction, there's one learning outcome there, the first grade or second grade, okay? So we can take the child to the ground and give him the instruction, okay, throw the ball, drop the ball, pick the ball. So this is done in a ground itself, right? But as teacher, we need to know what a child should learn. So only when we are perfect with what we have to teach, we can teach it anywhere, not just in classroom. So that is how learning outcome is so important, at least nowadays. And let's conclude the session, but I want to leave you with this just 5 slides. It will not take time because I want you to know there are learning which I didn't know before. When I was preparing for the session only, I got to know. As we have learning outcomes for us teachers, there are also learning outcomes for the children as well as parents. So these are the learning outcome for parents, okay? When a parent child sends their children to the school, it is about accountability, right? So though they're not spending time, they're not spending money for your government schools, but at least all our community people, our society, they should be knowing what a child of class 1 should know after it completes class 1, right? So when we are speaking about announcing the learning outcomes which are to be achieved, which are achieved by our children in our first grade classes in our schools, so we have to announce that, right? So what a parent should know, when we call parents for a parent meeting, like in mine was a convent school, okay, what it used to happen is they used to give the marks, okay, your child has stood first, your child has stood second, but has your child achieved the learning outcome which was required to be achieved in that particular age? So we are all sending our children to our our private schools. So for that we have to know as a parent, even if your parent are illiterate, if you make them understand this, it is the one of the way of including them in their children education. ನಿಮ್ಮ ಪೇರೆಂಟ್ಸ್ಗೆ ನೀವು ಇದನ್ನ ಅರ್ಥ ಮಾಡಿಸಿದ್ರೆ ನೋಡಿ, ನಿಮ್ಮ ಮಗು ಇದನ್ನೆಲ್ಲ ಕಲಿತಾನೆ ಈ ವರ್ಷದ ಆರಂಭದಲ್ಲಿ ಪೇರೆಂಟ್ ಮೀಟಿಂಗ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ. ಸೊ this is a
we will tell the parent facing indicators, no ma'am? These are parent facing indicators.
Learning outcomes for parents, which is given in your DSCRT website. What a parent should know about the learning outcome which has to be achieved by their children in grade 1. ಸೊ ಕನ್ನಡದಲ್ಲಿ ಪದಗಳನ್ನು ಹಾಡುವರು ಮತ್ತು ಕಥೆಗಳನ್ನು ನಿರೂಪಣೆ ಮಾಡುವರು. 1ನೇ ತರಗತಿ ಮಗು, ಸೊ 1ನೇ ತರಗತಿ ಪಾಸ್ ಆಗಿದೆ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಆ ಪೇರೆಂಟಿನ ಮಗುವಿಗೆ ಈ ಸ್ಕಿಲ್ ಬರಬೇಕು, ಇಟ್ ಹ್ಯಾಸ್ ಟು ಡೆವಲಪ್. ಸೊ ಗಣಿತದಲ್ಲಿ ಮೂರ್ತ ಚಿತ್ರಗಳು ಮತ್ತು ಚಿಹ್ನೆಗಳನ್ನು ಬಳಸಿ 20ರವರೆಗಿನ ಸಂಖ್ಯೆಗಳನ್ನು ಕೂಡಿಸುವರು ಮತ್ತು ಕಳೆಯುವರು. So that's what I was telling my sister. She was telling me that her child, my nephew, he had completed all his textbook for class 2nd. Now he's just finished class 1. So now they have sent some books for him to prepare for class 2. She was boosting herself. So I asked her, do you know what are learning outcomes a child should have completed in grade 1 at the age of 6? And what a child should achieve in grade 2 at the age of 7? She was not aware of that. She was thinking learning outcomes are completing textbook, completing lessons.
No ma'am, most of parents not ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಗೊತ್ತಿಲ್ಲ ಮೇಡಮ್ ಲರ್ನಿಂಗ್ ಔಟ್ಕಮ್ ಏನಂತ. ಸುಮ್ನೆ ನನ್ ಮಗ ಓದ್ಬೇಕು, ಬರಿಬೇಕು, ಚೆನ್ನಾಗಿ ಮಾರ್ಕ್ಸ್ ತಗೋಬೇಕು, ಹೋಮ್ ವರ್ಕ್ ಹಾಕೊಡ್ಬೇಕು, ಡ್ರಿಲ್ಲಿಂಗ್ ವರ್ಕ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬೇಕು, ಇಷ್ಟೇ ಗೊತ್ತಿರೋದು ಅವ್ರಿಗೆ.
Exactly. So we are in a position to change that, right? ನಾವು ಟೀಚರ್ಸ್ ಆಗಿ ಎಜುಕೇಟರ್ ಆಗಿ ನಮ್ಮ ಸೊಸೈಟಿನ ಒಂದ್ ಚೂರಾರು ಚೇಂಜ್ ಮಾಡೋ ಪೊಸಿಷನ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ನಾವ್ ಇದೀವಿ. ಸೊ ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಮೀಟಿಂಗ್ ವೆನ್ ಯು ಕಾಲ್ ಯುವರ್ ಪೇರೆಂಟ್ಸ್ ಫಾರ್ ದಿಸ್ ಇನಿಷಿಯಲ್ ಸ್ಕೂಲ್ ಇನಾಗ್ರೇಷನ್, ಇಫ್ ಯು ಕುಡ್ ಡಿಸ್ಪ್ಲೇ ಇಟ್, ನಿಮಗೆ ಗೊತ್ತಿರಬೇಕಾಗಿರುವ ಕಲಿಕಾಂಶ, ನಿಮ್ಮ ಮಕ್ಕಳು ಅಚೀವ್ ಮಾಡೋ ಕಲಿಕಾಂಶ ಈ ವರ್ಷದಲ್ಲಿ ಇವುಗಳು. ಸೊ educate them about this, no? So in this way you're making them involved in their children education. ಸೊ ಯಾವ್ದಾದ್ರ ಮೂಲಕನಾರ ಕಲಿಸ್ರಿ, ಟೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಬುಕ್ ಮೂಲಕನಾರ ಕಲಿಸ್ರಿ, ಇಲ್ಲ ನಿಮ್ಮ ಆಟದ ಮೂಲಕನಾರ ಕಲಿಸ್ರಿ. ಮಗುವಿಗೆ ಮೂರ್ತ ಸ್ವರೂಪಗಳನ್ನು ಬಳಸಿ ಮಗುವಿಗೆ 20ರವರೆಗಿನ ಸಂಖ್ಯೆಗಳನ್ನು ಕೂಡಿಸುವುದು ಮತ್ತು ಕಳೆಯುವುದು ಬರಬೇಕು. ನಿಮ್ಮ ಮಕ್ಕಳಿಗೆ ಬರುತ್ತಾ? ನಮ್ ಕೈಲಾದ ಪ್ರಯತ್ನ ನಾವು ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ. ಅವ್ರ ಎಜುಕೇಟೆಡ್ ಪೇರೆಂಟ್ಸ್ ಆದ್ರೆ ನಿಮ್ ಕೈಲಾದ ಪ್ರಯತ್ನ ನೀವು ಮಾಡಿ. ಎಜುಕೇಟೆಡ್ ಪೇರೆಂಟ್ಸ್ ಅಲ್ಲದೆ ಇದ್ರೂ ಕೂಡ ಈ ಕೂಡೋದು ಕಲಿಯೋದು ಅವ್ರಿಗೆ ಗೊತ್ತಿರುತ್ತೆ. ಸೊ ಅವ್ರ ಮಕ್ಕಳಿಗೆ ಅವ್ರಿಗೆ ಹೇಳ್ಕೊಡ್ಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಆಗತ್ತೆ. ಸೊ ಈ ತರ ನಾವು ಶಿಕ್ಷಕರು ಮಾತ್ರ ಅಲ್ಲ ಮಗುವಿನ ಎಜುಕೇಶನಿನ ಓನರ್ಶಿಪ್ ತಗೋಬೇಕಾಗಿರೋದು, ಪೇರೆಂಟ್ಸ್ ಕೂಡ ಆಗಿರೋದು ತುಂಬಾ ಅವಶ್ಯಕ ಅನ್ನೋದನ್ನ ಪೇರೆಂಟ್ಸ್ಗೆ ನಾವು ಎಜುಕೇಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬಹುದಲ್ಲ
ಮೇಡಮ್? ಮಾಡ್ಬೋದು.
ಓಕೆ, ಥ್ಯಾಂಕ್ಸ್.
Yes, ma'am, and we need to do.
Yeah, so I want all of you to put the display on your notice board, the learning outcomes which are there particularly for the parents. So this is grade wise also.
This year, yeah.
Akshata madam.
This year,
Yes, ma'am.
this year,
Akshata madam,
what you are
displayed,
explaining,
this,
outcomes already they given in a progress card also.
Yes, but
Hello?
educate the parents.
Yeah,
Yes,
yeah,
ma'am.
Tulsi,
Yeah, madam.
Tulsi
These
madam,
are-
you
these
are
are
right.
because,
These are already distributed.
They
before
already
last-
given to the
Yeah.
progress report. They don't see the learning outcomes, what the student will complete. Already this done by our government schools, madam.
Okay, that is great, but
Yeah, of course.
are we
Yeah, of
making
course, they
parents aware of that? That's a question.
already they have provided all these learning outcomes for parents also. Previous last year, I think, and but yeah, 2 years back. You are right, Krishna sir. But for this year, 2021 academic year is very sensitive academic year, because
Yes.
we have very less academic working hours, and we have to complete, we have to achieve, and our students have to achieve whole
Exactly.
throughout whole grades, through whole objectives
Yes.
which have learned the whole overall academic year. Within short period they should achieve. So
Yes, ma'am.
in this academic year, as our higher authority instructed us to display the learning outcomes to parents. So that is one of the at the end of this academic year 2021, we should display and we should make aware of learning outcomes. What are the learning outcomes were achieved by our students? So
Exactly.
that is main program also in this year.
Nice, ma'am. Yes, it actually that's very good. If our SDMC committees and if our parents, if they are aware of this, they can also question, right? So they will, in this way, we will be involving them in their child's education.
And also in this year, so many online classes will going on throughout the year. So if they know the learning outcomes, they will support their kids. So
Exactly,
for parents awareness in this sensitive year, it is very important.
At least there are many parents who are educated. They can also try and help their children to achieve that learning outcomes, right?
Yes,
so and there are many
with the help of teacher, they will with the help of guidance of teacher, parents will do.
Yes, ma'am, exactly. And there are many parents who are like over how do I put it, who are stressing their children so much, because who are forcing their children to learn something which is above their level. I'm again citing the example of my nephew. His parents, they are making him learn 15 ones are tables when he is in class 1, age 6. The only expectation for him is to know numbers as well as do addition and subtraction. So when parents will come,
Even me too. Even
so you
even
should
I
know
know
this
the
first, ma'am.
yeah. No. We
know it.
know. I
No.
know the learning outcome. Then only I'm not forcing. Just learn. You complete 15th table. Yeah, you just go through 16th table. So like this, all parents will forcing. For those parents, it is very like a mirror.
Yes,
Those
exactly.
children should complete this only.
Yeah, but see, basic is
As a
fine,
math,
but they should not pressurize. That's it. And if
Yes.
they
see, as
ask
a math
us,
teacher, what I want to share is please don't pressure your children to learn tables.
exactly.
If they know 0 to 9, that is enough for them.
Yes, ma'am. We have a document which says that also. We have a proof for this. ಇಷ್ಟು ಕಲ್ತ್ರೆ ಸಾಕು ಇದಕ್ಕಿಂತ ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಪ್ರೆಷರ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಡಿ ನಿಮ್ಮ ಮಗುಗೆ ಚೆನ್ನಾಗಿ ಬರುತ್ತೆ. So you can
Yeah,
use it this
really, in
document.
my school, I want to ask my students to mug up to 30, or to 20, 30, and if they know, they should be perfect with 0 to 9. Whenever we ask in between, they should be very familiar with that. 9 3s are 27, 6 4s
Sure,
are
ma'am.
24. Yeah,
It's
that is what
so
I focus, ma'am.
yeah, thank you so much for that. And I'll quickly end with last slide. So there is this learning outcome for children also. Poor children, they'll come and sit for years, and they should also know what they should learn, right? So this is very good thing. I didn't find this document for NCERT, but I found it in DSCRT website. They have learning outcome for children also. So if I'm attending your class, I'm attending Sahara Madam's class for 1 year. So for grade 1, after grade 1 or during grade 1, I need to know all this. So as a children, as a learner, I will also have the ownership for own learning, for my own learning. So our DSCRT has learning outcomes for children also. So let's see what are those. See, if I am in class 1, I as a student, if I've attended Sahira Madam's class or Jayama Ma'am's class or Suma Ma'am's class, no matter who the teacher is, but I should know this. Recite rhymes with action. Speak about self. Am I able to do that? Am I able to write simple words? So these are the, am I able to greet my teachers? Am I able to describe the things and pictures around me? If I'm not, I'll have to work on that, or I'll have to, my teacher has to work with me on this. So I as a learner, I should know, I have the right to know what I'm going to learn in this academic year. It is not just the content of the textbook. It is not just lesson 1 to 10 I'll be learning. It is not just Kannada milestones, which is in my Nalikali cards I'll be learning, I'll be completing. But through that, I will be learning, gaining all these learning outcomes. So let's also make our children aware of what they want, they have to learn. They are going to learn in this academic year. So we have this document which explains this. And this learning outcome, as Jayama Madam was telling, so these are spiraled. See, in grade 1, the child should be able to recite rhymes with action, speak about self, write A to Z and read simple words. Let's see how it is in grade 2. Again, there it was recite rhymes, and here sing songs and rhymes with expressions. There it was action. Here he is making expressions. Here she is able to understand short poems and stories. There she was just reciting. There was no comprehension part. Here it is understanding. Comprehension part is also there. And there she was only able to read alphabets and words. Here she is able to read simple sentences from textbooks. So this is how it is spiraled, made complex. So class 3rd is more complex. She's reading short stories, and she's reading everything from posters and charts. She is able to recite poems and rhymes with expression, speak few sentences in English. So if I am class 3rd student, if I've completed class 3rd, I should be capable of doing all this. I should be able to describe events. So there are outcomes for children also. So let's also educate, let's make our children aware of this. ನೀನು ಇದಾದ್ಮೇಲೆ ಇದು ಕಲಿಬೇಕು ನೋಡು, ಏನೇನ್ ಕಲಿತೀರಾ ಈ ವರ್ಷದಲ್ಲಿ ನೀವು, ನಿಮಗೆ ಏನೇನ್ ಸ್ಕಿಲ್ ಬರಬೇಕು ಈ ಸಬ್ಜೆಕ್ಟ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ, ಮ್ಯಾಥ್ಸ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ, ಕನ್ನಡದಲ್ಲಿ, ಇಂಗ್ಲಿಷ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಏನೇನ್ ಬರ್ಬೇಕು ನಿಮಗೆ. So if we make them aware of that, we will be making them owners of their own learning. So these are the learning outcome for children, and we all know this learning outcome for teacher, what we have. These are the similar ones as we have it in NCERT. So I'm not going to go in depth into this. So this we have learning outcomes for grade 1, class 1st teachers, and we have learning outcome for grade 2, we have learning outcome from first grade to 10th grade. So I request you all, if you have done read those DSCRT learning outcome documents, it is great. If not, please go through that. It is very interesting how they have given ownership to the parents, to the children, to the teachers. So I will conclude my session with this. Any comments on this? Because I wanted to start with actually today's session I wanted to cover what are the teaching practices a teacher should do in her classroom to ensure the learning outcomes, like to ensure learning outcome 1, learning outcome 2, learning outcome 3, which are related to talking and conversations, are achieved. So these are learning outcomes. See, we can group this learning outcomes. Okay, if possible, I want you to try this out. Group this learning outcomes into LSRW. So for listening, which are the learning outcomes? For speaking, which are the learning outcomes? For reading, which are the learning outcomes? For writing, which are the learning outcomes? So if we group it, it will be good. So I wanted to deal with the classroom practices or teacher processes a teacher can follow to ensure a child achieves the learning outcomes which are relevant to talk and conversations, like listening and speaking. Under this, which are the learning outcomes are there? So what can a teacher do to make sure the child achieves that? I want to deal with that today, but we'll take that session in next Saturday. If you're all available, if you're all okay with that. So I want to conclude the session with this. Any quick comments or anything to share? Yes, Guru sir, welcome. You joined us now. I've recorded this session. Any quick comments on this?
Thank you, madam. Sorry for late.
Sir, that's okay. I will summarize. Yes, sir. I will summarize to you.
Okay, madam. I listen your this audio, madam.
Sure, sir. I'll share it. You can fast forward it and
Hi,
listen.
Guru sir. Listen